Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to my Investigate. That's what we're doing.
We're doing some of the mod. We got our delightful shenanigans going on. We've got, let's see, Iron Fist, yes. So I think we finished up our inventory management, and we have basically just got to go to a particularly aggressively difficult dungeon and get that done. So we'll see what happens. We're basically heading back to Murmurwoods. Sorry, I'm still half asleep even though I woke up like 2 hours ago. 2.5 hours ago, actually. And so we are heading to another Dark Dwarf dungeon. So we'll see if this one goes better than the last one did, or if it goes the same, or what happens with it. Yeah, I think we did all of our inventory management that we needed to do for the most part. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We need to deal with that spear problem eventually. Get that leveled up. I am trying to think about how I want to organize some of my stats. I'm not entirely sure. Excuse me. Not entirely sure, but we will see how things go. Let's see. We've got Tagaruk is the wrong place. We're going to Dame. Did I have anything that I needed to do? I don't think so. I think that we had kind of run out of stuff that we needed to do. This looks so suspicious. So we're heading to Murmurwoods, and I believe that the Dark Dwarf, the Stonehenge thing, is probably the right place to go. Hey, live forever, never. And we can hopefully have an okay time of it. Popping over there. We'll just see how it goes. My brain is frazzled, y'all. But that's fine. We'll be forced to focus up once we start getting into the actual gameplay, the high octane action, as opposed to the relaxation I was doing over the weekend, fighting Moog in Elden Ring. It's like a whole different game if you use summons. It's really funny. Like, I was just like chilling with my wife on the couch and like just casually, like, I think it took like maybe 5 attempts to beat Moog. I was like, oh, okay. That wasn't as hard as I remember. Turns out having a bird is cool. Just summon a bird, the bird just goes crazy on everything. It's awesome. I was fighting some of the storyline bosses, and one of the issues with FromSoft games is that they have all these huge bosses with these really cool and interesting attacks that do crazy shit. And you can't see any of it because you're like buried inside their rectum the entire fight. So like you can't see any of the cool animations that they're using except from the perspective of their tail, right? Like, and I was pulling out summons because I'm like, okay, well, if I don't get this done within a few attempts, my wife's gonna get bored, and then I'm not gonna be playing Elden Ring this weekend. So I was pulling out summons, and it turns out that when you pull out a summon, if you go like get some distance from the enemy, they'll like often do their whole attack chain on like a bird instead of on you, and then you can just see the whole attack chain. It looks really cool. It's wild. Really wild. Okay, we're grabbing some food before we head in there. 35 is good. We have 3 saves. That's a big deal. That's potentially life-saving. We'll see how it goes. That's actually good. That's a good sign. That's a big deal. So this dungeon, I think, is going to be harder than the dungeon we just cleared. And we're gonna see how it goes. Like, we're gonna see. I had a pretty solid, like, strategy going into the dungeon that I was just in the sense that, like, I kind of knew the dynamics of the dungeon, how to work it, things like that. The dungeon I'm going into now is a dungeon that I've only done this dungeon with invisibility. I don't have it. I can't get it. I don't have master air magic. So I'm going to try a few different strats. The first thing that I'm going to try to do is... Do I have telekinesis? I think I might have telekinesis. Can I activate... I don't know if I can activate from here. I'm thinking about whether I can activate the elevator from up here. Because if I could activate the... What's that? If I could activate the elevator... from here, I could potentially bring up some of the enemies and not all of them. That's instant death. Why was the color of that yellow there? That was unusual. Okay, so that obviously didn't work. We're going to run into the issue of these boulders having the ability to instigate my entire party. I'm wondering...
Looks like this one's all right.
It's a lot of friends. That is a top-tier boulder. Can I use that corner, maybe? I don't think so. I think there's another set around here. Okay, we're gonna just try to get to here. What just happened? Try to compare nil with number. The entire game just crashed. Though that enemy hit me so hard that it crashed the game completely.
Let's go in.
Oh shit. You know, I might be able to make it work better. I went the wrong way. Okay, I could try getting around that corner and not going into the next room. Because we can see if it's possible to fight just like the Juggernaut enemies on their own. The west room over here is the room that I went into last time. Oh boy, this dungeon is trouble without invis.
Come on, let's go in.
Okay, that doesn't help me at all. Oh boy. I need to figure out some idea of what I'm intending to do. That group isn't. Yes, they are. Oh, I'm facing south. So. What fence would be? Oh boy.
My weapons are ready.
So there's 2 there. There's some behind me. That's a boss. Okay, there's also another one in there. So I think it's the rocks killing me. I don't remember if the Juggernauts have spells, but I think they do. What is yellow? What is yellow doing? Oh, it's yellow crits or something. Yellow is crits. Okay, so the crits have a different color to them now. Let's see. This. I don't think there's any shot that I can do. Oh boy.
Come on, let's go in.
Yeah, let's see.
I've never seen one before.
How are we doing on... They are leaking. I can't check the levels right now.
I'll see.
Potentially. The thing is that we might potentially need to save a seed that doesn't have any top tiers in this initial room. But for right now, I'm not concerned about saving a seed until I have a better idea of the general feasibility. And I haven't seen any seeds that I like so far. I don't know how many seeds are going to be viable here. So, I didn't check this. So this is level 97. These are level 94. Let's see. They are doing physical. You're also doing physical. I'm concerned about the fact that I'm getting beat up by these. Oh, never mind. There's a berserker here. There's a berserker in that pack. I don't know if that was there the whole time. But yeah, we're gonna basically
Looks like this one's all right.
need to figure out what is and is not viable. So if I can get something like this going and have it actually be durable, where they continue to not do bad shit to me, if I can do something like that, then I might be able to basically find a way to peek out and get some of them to leak. And then we just need to worry about... Okay, there's a puller in this pack that's going to make my life harder.
What shall I do?
Interesting. Okay, so this is the second time this has happened. Yeah, Nunsayan. Oh, we're dying slightly horribly today. You know how it is. Give me a second, I'm gonna file my report. Since this has happened twice, we're gonna... Okay. Sure, what's the question? What is this dungeon actually called? Give me a second. Okay. Bug report sent. One moment. There we go. Okay. Next.
This'll be fun.
know if I want to go this direction this time. The reason that that direction was useful to me before was because of the
Let's go in.
specific details of what we were fighting and why and how. Let's see.
I don't know.
I'm using Windows 10, and it's certainly stable on 10. I've played it with various different types of things. I believe that for the most part, the Might and Magic series is pretty stable on modern equipment because of the Greyface patch. Greyface has been updating it regularly. I couldn't tell you about Windows 11. Am I on Windows 11? I don't... DXDiag, tell me that. No, I'm on Windows 10 still. So, which is the last version of Windows, as has been stated by Microsoft. So there is no Windows 11. That's not a real thing. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm on Windows 10. So I definitely can say that it runs on Windows 10. Windows 11, I would presume that it still runs on. Because again, the expectations that I have of how things have gone so far. Okay, that's something that I need to switch for or something, I think. I don't think that's going to be a viable pathway. So, but it would be my expectation that it'll work. And that it'll be stable, because the Greyface updates are like still ongoing, I think, honestly. And
Let's go in.
so it should be working with modern hardware, I think. Or sorry, modern software, not hardware. It should also work with modern hardware, but Windows isn't hardware. Okay.
What lies ahead?
What the fuck am I going to do about this? We also can't click on this to make it go down, or up for that matter, so that means that we can't do what I was hoping to do. What are they doing? How are they directly below this? If I had ranged attacks, then I could pretty trivially clear out this builder group. And from honestly, if I had ranged attacks, this would be pretty simple. This would be no problem ranged. Unfortunately, there's a group down here that's causing problems for us. There's a group here causing problems for us. There's the group in front of us. This is a very good setup to really fuck you down. Fuck you. Actually, this is an interesting setup. So, okay, we can't click on those to make them go up or anything like that. What would I do? But yeah, the one game in the series that I would be most concerned about running on a modern machine successfully is 9, honestly. 9 is the one that's going to give you the most trouble. It's not in this like main 3, segment in the middle that a lot of people play, but
I've never seen one
I
before.
don't know what I'm going to do about this. So, I feel like we have a difficult time ahead of us because our characters are getting just obliterated so quickly. Do I have Stone Skin active? I do have Stone Skin active. I have Haste. I have Heroism. I do not have earth resistance. So that would make a big difference. It doesn't make a huge difference in terms of what I'm doing once I get this set up. I don't think. Okay, that is convenient. You know what we're going to do? We don't have a single large enemy there. We are saving this under danger. This is our danger save. We've locked in what the enemy spawn is going to be. We know that there's going to be a weak one there, which means that the initial bit, in theory, we don't need to deal with as much thinger there. But we do have a shit ton of other enemies in play. What I'd like to do, preferably, is get some of the enemy. What the fuck is hitting me? What is that spell?
Someone heal me.
And we're dead basically instantly there. How hard are you hitting, friends?
I don't know.
2,000. So they're hitting for 500 to 1,000 for the lowest tier of these. We have a Summoner Boulder and a Leecher Boulder in vision right now. Gotcha. So, concerning. I don't know how I'm gonna make this work, but we're gonna try it. Alright, so let's see what's over here. We have a top tier in play. We have a couple of weak enemies here. Okay, I might be able to make something work out of this. So now that we've got a consistent setup, we now have the ability to work with that consistent setup to try to make something happen. So, as an example, right here we have a single enemy here. I'm going to try... Okay, we got the others in. There's trapped now. Can I get... I think that we do... I was thinking about doing a thing where we basically bring up the elevator and use it to block the projectiles, but there's honestly not much reason to do that compared to just leaving the room, if that makes any sense. So that's a no-go. We can try just running all the way to the back, but I think that we're just going to end up getting more and more enemies the further we go. Okay, we managed to not get anybody at all for a while. I'm going to try to get... Nope, we aggro those. So this is definitely GG. There's no... I need to... Basically what I'm looking for here is any place that I can either... Whoa! Yeah, the enemy pack starts out right there. Directly in my path, so it's not going to be fast to get over that. It's fine. We'll have to wait until they move. Once they move, we can then jump down. Okay. More boulders.
I'll save us.
And this is a big pack. Okay, so this is a big enough pack that that's not going to be viable. It probably wouldn't be viable anyway, honestly, but I forgot about the fact that I can't do that. Okay. Boy, this is going to be rough. Okay, so what do we need? I think we do need to go east. Going south is probably not going to get the job done for us. I would like to drop into the center there in the hopes of locking some of them on the elevator. But I don't think that's going to work. I would have kept going, but my wizard eye was down, so I wasn't going to learn anything. Okay. If I go... Well, you know, if I fuck up the jump completely, that makes my life a lot harder. Okay.
Kill me! I've never seen one before.
The only thing that I can think of here is not going far enough to get into that room at all, and to maybe find some corner over here, oh god, that I can make work.
Kill me!
Like, I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe if I could get in a tighter corner on the other side. I'm trying to remember which side had the really tight corner. I think it might have been this side over here. Yeah, this is a fairly tight corner. Like, I could see a world where we can be in a corner here. We can't get to us easily. Didn't work. I could see a world where that works. We do probably have skill points. I don't know how much health that's going to be at this point. We're pretty... We don't have skill points. We've already spent them. Let's see. We could try getting to an area that we haven't been yet. This is shit. Why did I do this stuff? We don't want it. It's because I went the wrong direction. We could try getting to one of the corridors that I haven't been in yet and see if there's something that looks promising in any of those.
Just not a scratch.
So like, oh wait, this doesn't go down? Oh shit, I thought there was a bunch to the left. Okay, so this is another big room full of a bunch of enemies. We can't do that. So, we have two bosses in the main chamber here. We have a bunch of enemies that are spawning over here. We have a bunch of enemies that are... We have a small number of enemies over here. We have a shit ton of enemies behind us. So... the hope would be... Honestly, the hope would be to get a bunch of these locked onto there without instantly dying. But I don't know that that's even feasible. I have to dodge the attacks from the boulders, or I die instantly. You know? Like, the boulders are going to just kill me instantly because there's two bosses behind me shooting at me. So... in terms of options here... we have a few. I wish that we could bring... if we could bring the elevator up... we'd actually probably be okay. So the big issue that we're running into here is this initial pack is so big and strong, and we can't, like, deal with it piecemeal at all. So, because of that, like, we just don't have a good answer
That wasn't so bad.
to starting things up, right? We've got one aggroed from deeper in, and we've got a sufficiently large pack on us that we just... So, what are we gonna do to make this dungeon work? Oh, God. This is going to be one of the most difficult sequences, probably, of the run. Okay, going forward does aggro another group of enemies there, so we can't do that. That corner won't work. East doesn't work. I think. We can try.
Can someone heal me?
The problem is,
Can someone heal me?
because all of these are melee attackers, it's a big open space. I don't know what options we have at our disposal. I'm actually going to try going down south again. I am kind of curious if there is something I can do down here. What the fuck is that? Oh, is that a trap? That might be a trap. There might be a trap hitting me. Okay, yes, that's a trap from the corner. So I don't remember what the trigger points for that trap are, but okay. So going south is a problem because I'm getting blown up by the trap. I could try going this side, maybe? Okay, that did not. It wasn't south, it was north. North was this. Oh, maybe it wasn't. I think it was north. I think north was the side that I went to where I got that chest set up. Where there's like a room with like a door in it. A door is a very good thing for me to have access to right now. I'm honestly gonna try. Oh, okay. Needs to stand more to the side on that. That actually worked fairly well. If I had positioned myself better there, that might have worked. So if we can get them to stand on this platform like they are right now, and then stand like that, fuck. I think there might have only been the one left, but it was too many. That's very funny. But that right there, that's proof of concept. So we're going to have to deal with some RNG here. There's going to be some RNG, but if I can get the enemies consolidated into the middle here, I can stand here, I can leave, but I need to leave after they have already... okay, the other thing is that enemy group was filtering in. So is that enemy group aggroing as a pre-aggro, or are they aggroing because... Well, some of them are already aggroed. Fuck me. Okay, that's fine. How did I aggro you? Oh god. Nope, I got stuck. Got myself stuck. Do I have shield active? I don't have shield active. We're reloading at danger. Okay. We need to cast shield. That actually is a huge deal that I don't have this active. 20%. We don't need water resistance right now. So we're maintaining shield. I can't believe I didn't have shield active. That's very silly of me. Oh god, why? Okay, game blew up again. Okay, that has to be something to do with the trap, I think. I think the trap is causing that crash. I think it's the trap that's causing that. Alright. Oh man, this is gonna be so rough. Okay.
Looks like this one's all right.
Oh shit. Wait, wrong. was definitely getting hit by the ones upstairs. I don't know if I was getting hit by them in a way that they would keep hitting me forever. I'm a little concerned.
Save us.
Oh, wait, I don't need to reply to it. I can just edit it. Okay. So... Why are you in front of me? Shouldn't you be
That one.
Wait, why am I here? Okay. Yeah, that was... That was too fast. The thing is that I need to wait long enough that they can't just step off of it. But not so long that I die. This thing is approaching. I'm gonna let this approach all the way to me. God, if only I had ranged attacks.
Looks like it's up.
Damn it. This is such a difficult setup. Okay. So all of those are immediately jumping off if I do it that way. I need to get them. I feel like getting these locked onto this elevator is like the thing to do. Like, legitimately, I don't know that there's another strat that's going to work for me. Because we just end up with too huge a swarm if we don't, right? Like, there's just too many enemies in play. The previous time we got through this dungeon by using invis to get deep enough into the dungeon that the ones by the entrance don't aggro until later, and they kind of like leak in, and we were able to fight them slowly over time. Let me take a look here. Trainers. It's mist, and then 7 is what? Avley or something? I think it's Avley. You're an Avley. And the 8-1 is in... Yeah, okay. So it would have to be Mist. The only option we would have for getting air magic up to mastery so that we could do this would be getting it to Mist. So... What do I want to do about you? Let's see. We would need to add Mist to the list if we wanted to make Invis work for this dungeon. There's discussions on nerfing Invis though, so I would prefer not to need to use Invis in order to make this dungeon work. I had forgotten like what a ballbuster this dungeon is when I was making the routing. Like I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a difficult dungeon, but I had kind of forgotten just how bad it is. Where it's like, oh wait, no, you don't really have a lot of things to do. There's not a lot of tools in your arsenal for doing this, because all of the entire area is pretty fucky. So I can't hit you from up here, right? You're not that tall. Good talk, good talk. This is a good hypothetical situation. Okay. So, the big dwarf room that I usually go to with Invis is full of enemies. It's got a lot of enemies in it right now. We have the one enemy in front of us that's weak. If I could get a starting setup where there aren't any boulders that can like blow me up in this initial room, then this would probably be mostly fine. Like I could reload for an initial room that's more workable than this, but I would like to find like a real solution to the room, if that makes any sense. Like I'd like to find something that I can do to make this work more realistically. I'm gonna try to just jump down over here. This doesn't work. There's nothing for that. I'm gonna see about running past these bosses, actually. Okay, I guess I can't do two... I can't block both of the bosses at the same time when I'm running past them like this. I can't block them both because one of them's outside and one of them's inside. I could try a couple more. Okay, there's another set of rocks over here. Oop, that's not great. Okay, that's gonna be GG. There's no way that I can hit it. But wait. Okay, that room that we were just in has a couple of side things. The only hope that I have right now for being able to do this in a timely manner is some shady shit involving a room like this and getting into a corner over there that, like, basically everything gets confused. Like, if there's an alcove over there that I can get into, that changes the dynamic considerably. Though, honestly, the best way to do that, okay, would be to use the room in front of me, but I can't get to that room probably. I'm gonna get blown up too much trying to get to there. Okay, just gonna get blasted up here. Whew, I wish I had Invis. I was thinking about Mist. I was thinking about it. And how it's such a tiny area for such a huge benefit. But we didn't do it.
I'm badly hurt.
And these are eventually going to leak in, and it doesn't take them that long to leak. My feeling is that there might be
seen
like a
one before.
place I can stand here where I can avoid them leaking too quickly. But I don't actually know how likely I think that is. I'm standing right here. There's no shot this is a good spot, right? Yeah, this is a terrible spot. If I keep running, they seem to chase me pretty effectively, and I add additional ones to the list. I'm gonna... I feel like I might need to do something. I feel like I might need to do an elevator play. Like, making the elevator work might literally be the only way to make this happen. You know? Consolidate here. Now, all in the elevator, but I'm getting blown up before I get out. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's so much damage. It's so much damage. Okay. Those actually got locked. Or at least some of them did. Unfortunately, one of the ones that didn't is the Demolisher, so I'm probably boned. I'm definitely boned. Okay. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know what I would do. What do I do to make this place work? Okay. If we go west, we have... I don't think this is a viable thing. I think we have to clear the entrance. I don't think that
Looks like this one's all right.
there's an alternative to clearing the actual entryway here. I think that's a mid tier. I don't think that's a top tier. That is a top tier. Okay. So we basically have to just re-roll until we get a weak entry,
It's a little dark.
I think. And I don't know that there's much else I can do about it, right?
Looks like this one's all right.
Like, I think those are weak. What's the one on the left is the top tier. I don't see any big boulders coming out of this. Okay, we have... I'm like jumping down. But like, I can't even see what I'm going to be facing until I have already gone down. So...
Let's go in.
That's definitely a bunch of weak ones. We have a couple of those bosses. Those are 2 Dark Dwarf Berserker bosses. That's very funny.
I don't know.
The Berserker... Wow, that is so many enemies, actually. I have to, like, stay this corner? What is going on here? They don't want to latch together this time. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. It's technically dead. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about this dungeon. Without Invis, this is going to
It's a
be...
little dark in here.
This is going to be trouble. We have top tier over there. We have There's just so many enemies in this pack. And all of these enemies are really dangerous. I think that the Berserkers, I don't know if they can one-shot me or not, but I feel like the Berserkers I might not even be able to, like, consistently take in a fight. So...
I don't know.
I just don't know what I would do without Invis. With Invis, I have an idea of what I would do. Right? With Invis, I have a pretty solid concept for how we approach this fight. Without it, though? Like... I don't know what I do. You know? Like... If I don't approach this invisible... baby here, which is perfect. We have a huge big pack there. Like, we could hypothetically get 2 here, but, like, there's no shot that we kill this group the majority of the time, right? That group is going to be way too big. So that room isn't going to work. It's going to require so much RNG to get the ability to fish for the same room that I went to last time, and there's no guarantee that it works. Even if I get there. We have the only thing I can think of here is if I can get to the south into that back room there, maybe that back room gets the job done when I get there. And if that room gets the job done, then we're set. We can basically clear out. Well, we're not set, but we're
Let's go
in okay shape at that point. See, the thing is that while I'm going down south here, I can't even block the attacks from behind me. From the northern hall. The west and east side don't have the type of structure that I'm describing. And I don't think I can do it on this. There's no way I can do it on that side. There's just too many enemies that are going to be blocking my pathway directly, whereas the boulders won't block my path. So I'm going to have to run past the boulders, basically. Fuck.
Can someone heal me?
There are rocks here. I walked into a rock. Wouldn't have mattered. I would have gotten blown up by that boss either way.
Come on, let's go in.
I think this is the strat. Luckily, this is fairly weak setup here. And if I could get into that room, does it make a difference? That's the thing that I need to know. If I can get into that room, does it change anything? And by anything, I mean, does it make it so that the enemies are arbitrarily completely incapable of hurting me? Because if it doesn't do that, I'm fucked. I don't...
It's a little dark in here. I'm wounded.
I don't think I'm strong enough to have a realistic chance against the enemies in this dungeon right now.
It's a little dark in here.
So Tira was still alive. Oh, man. I don't know that I have an answer to this dungeon. And I know that I thought that for Garrick's as well. Not Garrick's, for Clankers for a long time as well. But legitimately, I feel like this might not be viable. I have another dungeon that I could try doing here. but I can't do a quest off of the back of it, and it's almost certainly worth less experience baseline. So I would be breaking a rule by doing the other one. It's not like a hard rule, but it's like, you know, I'm trying to do the highest EXP dungeons first. And doing that that just kicks the can down one dungeon area, basically. That doesn't really save me that much, I guess. Except it kind of does, doesn't it? The next area we're doing is Bootleg Bay, right? The next area that we're doing, it will actually, we just finished Bootleg Bay. We could, if we wanted, go get Grandmaster Water and Master Air. So if we were, and it's really not that big of a time investment, honestly, and it gets us a lot of level. I think that actually might be the play. That'll require that we get to Garrick's Forge soon, though. We have the Crystal of Terex. If we clear the exterior of Mist, we then turn in the Crystal of Terex and we turn in the Bootleg Bay well. That's a pretty big amount of EXP that we get under our belt for a fairly minor amount of investment. And I mean, admittedly, it does just level up the enemies in here. But we also then get Master Water and GM. We can get GM Water, but we don't actually have the skill for it. We need to get Water up to 10. But we can get, at the very least, Master Water, Master Air. If we go to Mist next. The alternative is that we continue on to Freehaven now. And if we continue on to Freehaven right now, then we immediately get 2 characters promoted. Which gives us a little bit of extra HP to play with, gives us some extra buffs to play with, stuff like that. I think we're going to have to do the other dungeon first. I don't want to have to do it, but I think that realistically speaking, I need invisibility for this. We're going to do this other dungeon. That's going to get us enough experience to be ahead of Might and Magic 6. We're then heading to Mist, and we're going to complete 2 quests in Mist and get ourselves up to maybe Mastery, maybe Grand Mastery, I don't know which. We'll see. But yeah, I think that we have to just do the Ancient Troll. I don't think that we can do the other dungeon right now. If we can get Invis in play, this dungeon becomes possible, I think. Without Invis in play, I don't know if I would consider this even possible to do, because I need to have some ability to manipulate the pack sizes, and outside of like reloading 1,000 times to get like the tiniest fraction of enemies, I just don't see a viable pathway to
Come on, let's...
that dungeon being completed. I just don't think it's feasible. Alright, we need to do production for magic. What else are we maintaining? Okay, luckily the light elementals can't hurt me. These basilisks might like rip me to shreds right here, actually. You know, I think that I loaded this off of the actual like main save, not off of danger. So it should be a fresh save, but I did also save over safety when I did it, so I better fucking hope. Okay, we need to do our buffs because I don't have a way to go back. You mentioned that, and I had thought of it, but before you had mentioned it, but after the thinger. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It'll be fine, probably. If we have a bad seed, we'll have invis anyway, so there's that. Okay, so that's a wisp. Decent chance of it not hitting anybody at all. Let's move an axe. Now, the wisps can't kill me. Certainly cause problems for me, but they can't actually kill me. So here's an interesting thing. We have these wisps in here, right? I didn't think about this before, but the wisps are certainly associated with the Temple of the Light, right? Is this like a... Did the Temple of the Light kick the trolls out of their home?
Ow.
Like, did the Temple of the Light send these creatures in here? Because, like, it's a very Temple of the Light coded thing to do to, like, send proxies over to wipe out the religious and ethnic minorities in an area, right? Because, like, this area has basilisks and wisps in it. We don't know where the basilisks came from, because the basilisks were not, I don't think, native to this region. Right? Because it's like, well, where did all these people go? It's like, well, if you knew that basilisks were native to the region, you would know what happened to them, right? Like, it's implied. So, did the Temple of the Light, in an effort to get rid of the undesirables, wipe out everybody with a swarm of uncontrolled basilisks and wisp summonings? Like, This isn't like Might and Magic 6. In Might and Magic 6, everything's tied into like this grand Cregan plot, right? But in Might and Magic 8, there's no like grand plot, right? It's just like shit happening in various places. And the fact that you have like the Temple of the Light here, and all of their neighbors have been inexplicably driven out of the area by light elementals and basilisks and unicorns? That's pretty sus. That's pretty sus. I mean, you do obviously have like the dwarves as well, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how the Dark Dwarves got there. Presumably they dug there. Oh, right, these are literally elementals. I don't know why I'm being prissy about it when everybody who can get hurt by them is already unconscious. I don't think I need to be precious at this particular moment in time, you know what I mean? This is not the moment for it. Okay, we're just going to take out these wisps. We will hopefully get enough experience here to get some good stuff done, but unfortunately, because of the amount of experience that we're definitely going to get when we get back to Might and Magic 6, because we're turning in multiple quests there. With us turning in multiple quests in Might and Magic 6, there's like no shot that we're not going to immediately pass this again. But we also do immediately get access to Invis. So I'm very hopeful. Because I think I even have this spell already, right? I think I already have Invis. So I'm hopeful that we can clear this out, and then with Invis available, we can just pop into the other place. Make it happen. Problem right now is that I can't see who's where. I'm concerned that if I approach any further... Oh, is this...
I can't.
Okay, this is where that was from. Yeah, this one is... God damn it. I was all excited because I managed to get myself in the corner. Okay, take this one out. And we're almost to where we need to be. Everybody's gonna start regenning now. Horn is so negative. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, conveniently, it walked right into the position that I needed it to go. Okay. So we have a summoner here. We can clear this out. But yeah, I've been thinking about the fact that I need those masteries for the elemental stuff. I've been thinking about it for a while, and
Got him.
I didn't act on it. Ooh, that's an Ascension Emerald. But yeah, our priority right now is to get as strong a position as we can for
Let's leave it behind.
doing that dungeon the next time that we're in Might
This
Magic 8.
is nice. Let's leave it
And I
behind.
think that we were just coming here immediately after, right? Like, this is gonna be barely enough experience. I don't think we go to Might Magic 7 before we go to here again. We might get enough experience in here. I think it's very unlikely that we get enough experience in here to pass 7. So... fully lift with elbows. Well, you just get in the corner, then I can just beat you up. Okay. So, if we can get ourselves invis, we have the ability to open the next section. Ooh. We're literally just gonna leave because will we? You're both pretty low. Can I get you? Elders down. Okay. We're in the green. Okay. How many are left? There's actually quite a few left. We're gonna leave. We're gonna save. And we're gonna save this under dungeon because this is a dungeon save. And it's fine, it's all fine.
We don't need this. I can't learn that.
We're not gonna get...
This is nice.
Oh shit! That is immunity to all status effects on a crown, which is terrible, and water resistance plus
Let's leave it
22.6%.
behind. I can't carry anymore.
That, I believe, is a separate factor, right? Wait. Oh, they've changed the way that this works. This says 29% now. What is the... I need to check what was written on this. Okay. Is there... a readme? Give me a second. Okay, I do have a readme. This probably isn't what I need. What I need is a change log. Where is the change log? See. Need to find the changelog, and I'm not sure where it is. There's a changelog channel in the Discord? I'm an idiot. It's under GitHub updates, because of course it is. Okay. Okay, so artifacts have... Okay. So you can no longer get plus resistance, which makes sense because the mitigation stacking was potentially going to get out of hand. So now the way that the stacking... So basically the what's been changed here is that you still have your number... I need you to go away. I don't know why there's... Oh, because it's not... That's Twitch and stuff. Oh, no. Okay. Cannot look at myself. Like, slightly delayed. Okay. This is... In real time, if I'm looking at this, if I'm looking on Twitch, there's this, like, a fraction of a second of delay. Let's see here. So the basic way that this has been changed is that it looks like all of the resistance enchants, these kinds of things, are a +% value, and they cap out at 50%. Those affixes will give you resistance to like an individual damage type and are separate from this value here. They're basically multiplicative. So you have this value here that can be stacked with armor skill, the base armor on your gear, and presumably gear like of resistances. So like this is plus 26 to all resists. I assume that this is still giving this value, right? Can't check it directly with this item. Can I check it with this item? I believe so. So yes, there is... Yeah. So you can see that the resistances are now in separate affixes entirely, which has a couple of influences. That means that the legendary... Has the legendary been changed? Let me take a look at the change log again. Is there anything... I don't know if... Oh, Troll can now get shield and unarmed master. That's cool. Interesting. Okay. What does that mean for me? Okay, so we would need to get some earth resistance items. The resistance items are now going to be much more relevant. And much more like specific, because they're not like tacking into your existing things. They're going to be like just a set additional modifier. So like if you have a maxed out resistance item for the given damage type, you are taking half damage. And it does look like the light and dark are both, and energy and stuff like that, are all going to be... Whoa. That was a lot of damage? Like, holy shit. Doesn't come on at full HP. Kamonov is not my most tanky character, but holy shit. Why don't you just get knocked down again? How are you still alive? Jesus Christ. The answer is barely. The answer is barely. Alright. Just the hair on their chinny chin chin. Okay, so the change there is a change that makes it so that you can't like stack resistances to really, really crazy values, right? Like getting a single resistance item that just gives you plus 50% to that resist, or not plus 50%, that gives you a 50% damage reduction to that type that is a multiplicative scalar with the other types of things you would have. That is way less potential than being able to just stack a resist, right? Especially with a resist legendary that makes it so that everything kind of like equals out. This is something that I feel like has been coming for a while. There's been a lot of discussion of the mitigation, the relative value of like durability versus like just a pure mitigation build. And I think that most likely it was decided that given how strong mitigation is as a function, like as a function of what it does, because mitigation is very powerful intrinsically, it probably had too much value in stacking it, right? So that's my guess as to what happened there. As to why that change was made. It's like, okay, well, mitigation is mechanically pretty strong. We can pretty safely ensure that you don't have the ability to just infinitely stack it. So let's do that. So you can dedicate a slot to those effects and get some decent value, like an enchant slot to those effects, and get good value out of them. But you can't dedicate like 5 slots to it and like start doing really crazy shenanigans.
My pack's full. Ooh,
So
we don't need this.
Sorry, it's
I
worth
that
can't
is
carry
good
it.
to know.
It's useless.
Arms Master. You say it's useless. That was actually a very good set of abilities for some random ring we found in a chest. Okay, how are we on clearance? We are not quite to the point in 8 that we have the ability to finish up here. So we don't have Eclipse. And I am just realizing that if I do need to go check to make sure that I actually didn't fuck myself over here. Give me a second. We might need to do some shenanigans because I just realized that if we walked into here, we would have reset. We would have set the thing. There's no shot that this is now set. I think that this is not an issue. But
Let's go in.
okay, we have
I don't know.
this set up right now.
I don't know.
It's like a few random boulders.
Live. Ready.
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's a different set of boulders. I'm gonna just keep going a bit. I'm pretty sure that this is a different pattern. Yeah, it's definitely a different pattern each time because we have. Yeah, 100%. It has to be because we didn't do the elevator. Okay, so we're definitely fine. We don't need to worry about that. The we haven't like set that dungeon. So We now, unfortunately, need to go to Mist. I would prefer not to go to Mist. I want to get the promotion started for the night promotions, but we have to go to Mist. There's no option there. We need to get invisibility before we come back to this dungeon, and we've already technically overstepped. But we have finished Bootleg Bay, I believe. So we're being a little bit... We're breaking the rules a little tiny bit. But we're not breaking the rules in a really huge way. We're just breaking the rules in a little way, where it's like, yeah, that's probably not the highest EXP dungeon that I could have done there. But it's not like we're going to be doing like a whole other area or doing something completely out of order, or like skipping that dungeon. We might end up having to skip that dungeon. I guess I should prepare people for that possibility. It's possible that I am not strong enough to handle that right now. What is this? Troll. That is a possible scenario that we're in. So we need to go to Mist. So it's 1 o'clock.
Hello, come on in.
Does this just get us to? Yes, it's the same day. Okay. But clearing Mist should be pretty fast.
Welcome aboard. Raise the
We're
flag
going
and
straight
hoist the
there.
sails.
Okay. We have a bunch of enemies. They all have ranged attacks.
Ow!
Are you attacking random people over there? Is that what's happening? I think that is what's happening. Yes.
I've never seen one before.
Easy.
Is it?
Please. Okay, we're currently in the green. We've cleared all these. Let's save this under danger. And we're gonna pop over here, grab the mastery. And we can't get GM water quite yet because we don't have the EXP for it, but that's okay. We can get Master Air. We can get Master Fire if we want.
Let's come back later.
Unfortunately. Alright, save. Under danger still, I guess. Do we have the ability to
Back
train
for
here?
another lesson?
Nope. Okay, we can't train here, but we can teleport around now, I think. Let me take a look. What are the spells that we have available? Not in your inventory. Town Portal.
Great.
Let's go. Enchant item.
Great.
Let's go. Do I have Invis? Oh, I better have Invis. If I don't have Invis, I'm in trouble. Oh, do I have to drink from the wells in 6 too now?
Powerful this is.
Sanity. Okay, that is plus 47 elemental resistances. Which seems pretty high.
Very weak.
That is such a high value. Interesting. This has the double mind resistance still. Things can't spawn with those doubles anymore, but the items that I have that already have the doubles will continue to have them. Okay. Expert staff. follow you would be foolish. Weather. We're gonna try to pull these over to here if we can. I think we're mostly safe here. The big concern is just not having the guards kill them. I think we're pretty chill here. This does also mean that we can complete another promotion quest, though I don't think it matters to us. I don't think completing 2 Tier 1 Paladin promotions will get me 2 tiers of promotion. If it does, that's going to be fucking hilarious, and it means that I should have come here way earlier, because then I'd be able to do quite a lot if I had that, but I don't believe that's how it works. I think you do need to complete a Tier 2 promotion, the 2 Tier 1s will not get the job done. I'm not positive. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure. So we're going to just pull these away from the town. We've got a Swift Assassin here. The Assassins are dangerous. They do have instant death as a proc. So I don't have the ability to block that yet. I guess I kind of do. I have the ability to block it on one character. Actually, I have the ability to block it on several characters. Do we make that a priority? We probably should, yes. Okay. Alright. What am I doing? Right. We don't have Kieran. We don't have. Yes, we do. Okay.
I can use that.
We have Invis, so we have the ability to do the thing that we need to do. We don't need to like go around to any particular places. Do I want to switch my gear around for this? I'm not going to bother right now. I will make those changes if I end up running into a problem here. It's probably more effort than it's worth. Find a horse should use it in the middle of a fight. What madness is this? Okay. Need you down first because you're the most likely to hit me. The other assassin is technically almost as dangerous because, you know, it's just about what they proc death on me. But bounty hunters can't proc death. But, okay, we can save here. Oh, there's way more enemies here than I thought. I don't think we're going to get a ton of EXP from the actual world map here. These are all going to be fairly low level. You're level 58, so yeah, these are all pretty low level. But let's see how it goes. Okay. Finished.
His Grace Albert Newton, Marquis of Mist and High Sorcerer of Enroth.
Let's see. Okay. Interestingly enough, we don't have to worry about Garrick's yet. We'll have to worry about it soon, but we're not quite at the point where we need to worry about it yet. Because I am now realizing that you don't get the key
What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
until later anyway. No, why are you charging? I'm gonna take out these first. Because I am remembering that these enemies are not hitting each other that hard.
I've never seen one.
I get the key here, but I only get it here after I have
Easy for me.
finished the other zone here. So I'll have to do Garrick's at a specific timing, but the timing isn't actually that complicated. So I was thinking like, oh, I'm going to get the key here. Do I, when I get the key, have to finish this zone or finish Garrick's first? But I'm actually finished with this zone entirely by the time I get Garrick's key. So when I finish this zone, I then have the key, and then I go to Garrick's Forge, right? So we're going to be going to Garrick's Forge before we go to Freehaven, right? But I don't have to be that concerned about like, okay, well, which takes priority? Finishing New Sorpigal, which I finally got the ability to do now, or finishing this area? Normally, it would be finishing this area just by default because this area is the one that has that I would be standing in, but I have to walk through New Sorpigal every time. So I was like, oh no, is this going to be more complicated? And the answer is no. It's not. It's not going to be more complicated at all. It's all fine. It's all chill. So where's the teleporter? Wait, is there a quest to clear this place?
What do you need? I'll teach you.
Is that an actual thing here? I don't think there is, right? Repair expertise. Barrel. So there is a quest. Okay, we need to also random our thing. Who is our lucky winner? Random. I wish you would not be a default attack. 1! Okay, Kamanatim is get our lucky winner today. Let's see here. Hey, Astro Kitty. White House. Oh. Wait, so there is a quest for this? That's interesting. Am I going to get an EXP for this? Dude, you have an actual quest. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, that's gonna make things interesting for me.
We'll have to come back later.
Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit just for this. Is there like a chest behind this building, maybe? Can't turn it in. Okay, so it's like talking to them turns on the teleporter, but that's it. Kind of a deal. Gotcha. Do I have anything that I need to do? Yeah, I have that crown. Is this crown worthwhile to equip on anybody? I mean, it is in... It kind of is, but it's also a crown. Crowns are so bad. If this is a piece of immunity to all status effect gear. It is extremely tempting
This is nice.
to put this on a ring. It is extremely tempting
Very weak.
to take this affix off of this and put it onto a ring that has generically good stats that people will want. Do I have any rings that I feel like like meet that
We could sell it.
criteria. Like, I don't think that I think the earth resistance is going to cap out at a low value. Does anyone know what the resistances and stuff cap out at now? Like, the resistances on rings and stuff are presumably lower, but they don't stack now. So if they don't stack, that would mean that those like this resistance on a ring is kind of useless because I would need to put it onto a different piece, question mark? Or do they cap out at 50% regardless of slot? And maybe like a chest piece would just get there sooner? Because this is already at 30% and this is not a very high level piece. I don't want to do something like a belt. I do think that I want to do something like a ring. I could replace the personality on this, except I don't have the actual thing to do it. This is not a terrible item. The elemental resistances is nice. But this is not something that I can just copy 4 times across to every character. Endurance and accuracy is pretty good. Water and air resistance. This might be good, right? But I don't know that I need that on a ring because I don't know. I would need to get confirmation on whether I can cap out a ring to 50%. Because if I can cap a ring to 50%, then having this be a legendary makes a lot of sense. Air resistance is a fairly important resistance because Titans use it. It gets me halfway to dark resistance. Actually, it gets me halfway to energy resistance on 2 of my characters, while still being a stat that's valuable for everybody else. I'm going to need confirmation on that. This might end up being the ring that I turn legendary. It's too bad that Malekith isn't in here right now to get confirmation from, because that would be very useful to me right now. Give me a second to look at this. Oh, does it not cap at 50%? I don't think that they cap at 50% necessarily. Okay. So let's take a look at the balance discussion. Because I think people were talking about it here, right? This is mostly just people talking about Invis. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. So, does it make sense to put this legendary effect on this? It kind of makes sense. I don't know if that's what I want to do, though. It does have a Doom. I'm concerned about putting... I mean, I guess I could just re-roll those 2 stats later if I wanted to. It's not like I'm copying the ring now. Right? But... like, if I'm making a ring, Like, what are the effects on a ring that I strongly care about? I don't know. We'll worry about it in a bit. We now have some strong affects that we're going to need to copy over to something eventually. That being said, status immunity is going to be intensely relevant in the next 10 minutes and then becomes substantially less relevant immediately after this 10-minute period. Because we're getting killed not by being insta-gibbed, but by being too weak and getting crushed by boulders. We need earth resistance more than anything else. So, I want to get... I think that one of the most... I'm trying to think about damage types that are really important. And air is pretty important. Water... honestly kind of meh. I should have come here. Okay, so thinking about my pathing, actually. So, assuming that 6 hasn't been changed, so that you have to drink from the things now, if it hasn't been changed to make it so that you have to drink from the thingers, which, I don't, did we already have a conversation about this and you do in fact need to do it? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But if you make the presumption that you don't need to, then the easiest way to get to Freehaven would be to actually go to Mist, and then you can just teleport there. Because I'll have access to the Grand Mastery eventually. Nope. You do, in fact, need to go to the places first. That's so boring. It's so much more boring. I don't mind it in the other games, but I think that it removes an element of my Magic 6 and the pathing through my Magic 6 that I think deserves to stay. I like for like a thing like a merge mod, I prefer for the individual flavor of the different continents to remain as intact as possible. That's my preference.
No match for me.
Okay. We're just murdering random aunties. Okay, we have an adamantite follower of Ba over there. So this means the town portal spell only makes a tiny bit of extra convenience in between sections. It's not gonna influence anything. Like, it doesn't give me access to any zones that I wouldn't otherwise have access to or anything like that. So we're gonna see what happens once we've cleared this. We're basically finishing this area up. And then once we've done that, we have to go to Bootleg Bay to pick up the thing. To pick up the... We do need to drink from the well or whatever there to get that promotion quest done. Once that's done, we already have the Crystal Terex, so we can get the 2 promotion quests done simultaneously there. So that'll allow us to turn in for a pretty good amount of EXP. And then once we've turned in that EXP, we will be able to pop back over to Murmur Woods. We'll be a little bit higher level than we were.
Let's leave it behind.
We will potentially have slightly better gear. What level are we? 84. So probably not going to have massively greater gear. But we'll have slightly better gear. Then we can dive into the place and hope that between invisibility, allowing us to set up in a more efficient manner, and whatever the other thing is. Oh, right, they have range attacks. I was like, what am I hearing? Please. There we go. I don't see any assassins on that side right now. Fighting our way across the bridges. Clearing through this. Once we've done this, we'll get...
No match for me.
Okay. I would prefer to get you into a position where you can't hit me, because you do have the instigate potential. Another friend. We're back in the green. Okay, once we have finished here, we can get that started again. There don't seem to be any more apples. Oh boy, we have two assassins over here. A puller and a leecher. Ooh, I like it. I like the combo. Let's see here. I like the pull leech combo. I mean, I don't like it on really strong enemies that are going to kill me, but on these that, you know, need all the help they can get. Yeah, because we are just kind of murdering random monsters in the world right now. So... So once we've done this, we will do the Murmur Woods after that. And then Murmur Woods will be done at that point, and we'll be able to move on to other areas, which is going to be nice. I'm curious to see what kinds of stuff... Like, I don't even know where I want to go after that. Like, it's tempting to go to maybe, like, Garrett Gorge. But Garrett Gorge also has a dungeon that I found extremely difficult on my first playthrough. I think it's another one of those dungeons that I had to, like, kind of abandon midway through.
We don't need this.
Let's see.
We don't need this.
Okay. So we have an assassin right here. Block its attacks. Oh shit! I got pulled into the ocean. please. Okay. I was kind of expecting that they'd be able to hit me from there, but apparently they can't, so... It's gonna make my life a lot easier than it was otherwise. Can you hit me from there? Nope. Okay, well, that makes my life easy. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. The threat of these is just from an instant death proc, so I'm not like... I'm not that miffed about the idea of just fighting them from a position of pure safety. Okay. Jump across. Let's see. There is an assassin over there, so we do need... concern ourselves with the possibility of getting insta-gid before having saved. Okay, that assassin's toast. And there we go. Let's see here.
Ooh,
It won't
I
fit.
can't carry it
There's no
anymore.
room left.
There's no room left.
Got it.
Okay. Clear you out. So we're mostly done here. I think that we're out of dangerous enemies, so it's really just down to whether... just a little tiny measurement of time. Once we've cleared this, we just have the rest of the thinger going for us. Have a couple quests to turn in, basically. We can tag you. And let's take a look at our EXP. 3587778. I just want to see... Okay, there's no change or anything that happens when you've cleared out that island, it looks like. So, the quest is a fake quest. That's fine. Okay, it's 3:58 on Friday. We need to go to Bootleg Bay next and get the thinger done. Okay. Anything else we need to do here? I don't think so, right? Wait, did we wait until 10 o'clock and then not go talk to the person in here? I think we might have... I think we didn't talk to the person.
Welcome
That's such a
aboard.
hope. Okay, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Welcome aboard.
We're going to Bootleg Bay.
And hoist the sail.
In Bootleg Bay, we have to cast Water Walking. Then, once we cast Water Walking, we just run south, tag the well. Once we've got this well tagged, we can do some stuff. That's fine. Alright, we're now going to go back to Mist. And here, we don't need to do anything in there, I don't think. So, we have Cheryl to return. You know, she's hanging out with us for a much longer time than she was last time. Or not, sorry, not than, you know, I expected, given, you know, things. Last time, she was with us for a very long time.
and High Sorcerer
Master
of
Wizards. Okay, so Crystal of Terrax is in one of these inventories somewhere. And it looks like something. Looks like that.
Hold!
His Grace Albert Newton, Marquis of Mist
Okay.
and High Sorcerer of Enron.
Perfect. So, we're eligible for 86. We now have 29.63 levels of Might Magic 6. And that's 2 levels that we can put in. And we can get the hell out of here and get somewhere else. So we are going to save this. What else do we need to do? We need to look at our gear that we found. So, this is actually pretty good. This is not. It's not a good set of stats that we need. It is 22 to all resists and speed. Blah blah blah. Okay,
It's useless.
Any other shiny objects that we found on our journey?
It's worthless.
Yeah, we found something worthless.
Great. Great.
Okay, we had those two just
It's of no
sitting
use
in
to
the
me.
back. Over there. This is a wicked mace. Mace is wicked pissa. Is that the term? Wicked pissa? It sounds crazy. Pretty sure it's.
Junk.
Pretty sure that's a thing. It's actually. This is actually not bad. Anybody who this is pretty stark improvement for. It's a pretty stark improvement. Okay. So level 92 required. We're not there yet, but that's okay. Alright. We have the chalice for turning in that priest quest. And we have fire resist. I think that the resistance gear is going to be an issue. I think it's going to be way too common for what it does, considering that you can't have it on... Like, you can't just duplicate it to get better value. I think that it's now going to be, like, more of a...
Welcome aboard!
More of a pain in the ass than it was before. There's probably going to need to be some editing of the drop rates to make it reasonable. Because of the fact that you can't put multiple to stack them, it's like, oh wow, this has 0% body resistance. That's really funny. Let's see here. So it's my guess that that's going to be an issue. Do we want to go level up? Honestly, the answer is we kind of have to. I don't think we have too much
Welcome
choice.
aboard!
We're going to
Raise the
Castle
flag
Iron
and
Fist.
hoist the
We're going to
sail.
level up here because we can, and then we will teleport to New Sorpigal to get back to my Magic 8. We're heading to 8. I didn't do the Endless Arena. I'm a dope. I'm going to do Endless. I'm going to go back to my Magic 8 and immediately do the Endless Arena when we get there, because I forgot to do it. So, getting the Endless Arena done will potentially get me something nice. We might be able to get some good value out of that.
Hey,
Because I forgot to do that when I finished
well
the
done. Well
dungeon.
done.
Stakes remained. Alright, let's TP to New Sorpigal. From New Sorpigal, we head to Might and Magic 8, so head to Jadane. And in Jadane, we're heading to... And it is Sunday, so it is the appropriate day. So... Perfect. Where are we going? Go to here. Save it up.
Need a coach?
What do we need to do? Do I want protection from magic right now, or do I want more throughput? I won't know until I get into the arena. So, we've made a save. We're going to hit Endless Arena. We're on level 8 of the Endless Arena. And what do we get? We get a bunch of snakes. You know what? Having immunity to poison on everybody automatically is probably pretty useful. So, these are dying pretty fast. Control cube is pretty useful. Cover here. I think we'll be fine here. I could be wrong. I don't know what's coming next. This doesn't seem that out of control. Like, I'm not struggling to stay alive. With, like, the full amount solidified on me. And, like, no healing throughput because of the insanity.
No match for me.
Oh, hello. This is a boss. Do I want to... Can I? No, I can't. I can't just fight the boss like this. We need to get you down. And then we've got the boss locked here. We're fine with you. I guess I could kite it. Do you want to kite it? I could really kite it. Let's do maybe. Actually, you know what? I am going to die so many times over the course of this episode. Maybe we should stick to safety for the parts that we can be safe, huh? Okay, we have these. I don't imagine you're going to be too much issue. Physical and earth damage. Okay, we're going to deal with the ones that are leaking upstairs first. Ooh, we might be in trouble here. This is a very large number of enemies. We're not clearing them fast enough. The ones on the side have all leaked now, I think. Shit. I'm standing in the wrong spot. Okay, you're right here. Unfortunately, we have to deal with these leaks quickly. Okay, this is an issue. Because... Okay, we need to back out completely, I think. There's a leech! Oh, we're dead. Right? I don't think that we can outpace the leech enough to get our resources back, actually. I think this leech means we're dead. Like, with the party insane, we're not gonna be able to get in a workable position, I don't think. I could be wrong. Most of these are not ranged, so I could hypothetically get some of them. I can basically clear them slowly over time. The issue is that we're not going to be able to, oh shit, I can't jump. We're not going to be able to clear them before the next pack spawns. So now we have 2 sets of enemies. One of which has a leech, so we can't, like, stay still for any period of time. Look at that gigantic pack over there. On the plus side, the were-rats are pure melees. I don't think any of the were-rats have rage attacks at all. So, in theory... we should be able to get some good work done. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. So if the were-rat boss is okay, this is regenerating, that's actually not a problem for us. As long as it doesn't, like, tag me while I'm running by it here, that boss doesn't actually complicate matters too much. Okay. Okay. This might work. Okay. Got a greater were-rat down. Let's go. We just keep rotating around. And we only turn to start hitting things when we have something in between us and them, basically. So, we take a few pot shots along the way. And then try to dodge as many attacks as possible. Okay, we got that man down. Okay, we got 3 more dead there, I think, actually. Way more than I would expect. Okay. We'll pop over here, we're going to turn around and take one out. We're getting too close to the leech now, so hopefully we don't screw ourselves. Okay, jumping down. I think we're going to be okay here. This is not a great choice, but unfortunately that regenerating rat is going to prevent us from doing any meaningful damage as long as it's the one in front. Popping out. We only have a couple on us. And I'm pretty sure that the big rat is not one of the ones that's on us right now. Okay. And... oh, the leech is really close to us right now. This is a problem. Okay, we need to play it safe for a little bit. Oh, fuck, I missed. You know, when I missed, I should have just left. You know, I've been saying that I need to play it safe. By been saying, I mean, I said it once. I keep saying exactly one time. Okay. We are too close to the leech right now. Fuck! Fuck! God damn it. I was trying to hit shift and I tagged turn-based mode accidentally. Okay. Ooh, we are in trouble here. It's not a huge amount of trouble. But yeah, we took a bunch of extra hits from toggling on the turn-based for that. I wonder if I can rebind that. I could probably rebind turn-based mode because I never turn it on. Like deliberately. It's just there as a trap for me to accidentally hit and give enemies a free hit on me while I can't move. So unbinding it would be a big deal. Ow. Ooh, nice. Free damage. Don't even have to really stop moving. Okay. Nice. You got some good damage in there. Okay. I think we're gonna get this, actually. I might fuck this up. right? Oh god, that was the leech. The leech is like right on my ass right now. Oh shit. It's not anymore. It got distracted. The nice thing is that because they have ranged attacks, they'll periodically activate like the ranged behaviors. So sometimes they'll be right on your ass and then they'll just walk away. Oh fuck. My routing. Okay. Fuck, that was terrible. Okay. The leech is approaching from the other side, so... It's very useful if I can get some free hits into into one of the ranged attackers. That was a bad idea. Anytime I can tag one of the witch doctors, it's a really big deal for me. Because that's like a boatload of value. Like getting one of the witch doctors down is going to meaningfully reduce the amount of damage that I'm going to take throughout the entire period here. Like, the other enemies are pretty thoroughly unthreatening. They're basically just running, resistance. Not flanking. There's a word that I've got. It's screaming, I don't think. This is a word. I think it's used in like ball games and in like it's like interceptor duty. Like a component of interceptor duty is this function. And it's something like screaming, but it's not screening. I don't remember what it is. It's basically like the idea of getting in the way of the opponent so that you're intercepting the fire from them, right? Maybe it is just screaming. It just sounds wrong because everything sounds wrong when you think about it too much. I don't think so. I think it's something else. I'm actually gonna go. Whoa! This is a bad idea. Ooh, you can see just how bad an idea this was. Ooh boy. I probably won't die here, but it is possible. That went badly. Okay. What is the word that
We got it!
I don't think it's screaming. Okay. I do think it's an S word. I'm probably wrong on that. That's how it usually works, is that I have like a word that I'm looking for, and I think that it's like an S or something, and it's not an S word, and that's why I keep struggling to figure out what it is. Occasionally, a lot of the time it is an S word. shit.
I'm
Okay,
wounded.
we're fine. Everything's fine. Please go up, please go up. Okay, it went up fast enough for me to get some... I shouldn't have done that. Okay, the enemies I think are too close for me to try to use this one. Wow, Lauren is really low. Okay. That's really rough. Okay. Oh shit, I have a boss on me. Getting out. I probably shouldn't have just stayed there, but considering how few enemies were actually filtering in, it felt reasonable to just stay there. I don't know who died of them. I think I will run up to here. Because if I can get, like, it's way too much damage once they get into melee. Luckily, Sortira is very tanky. Unfortunately, though, we are running the risk now of having Kortal go down. And if Kortal goes down, it's very, very bad for us. Because Kortal is currently supplying the regen, so the bulk of my healing is coming out of Kortal right now. So if Kortal goes down, that's very bad for us. Don't like how close the leech is, so we're just going to rotate out like this. I think this is the boss, right? Yeah, this is a regenerating boss. There's not really much reason to hit it. Unless I'm going to get a kill. I'm not going to get a kill here. So we're going to pull out. That's the fucking leech. Oh, shit. Okay, Sortira's so low. That's the boss. Need to get the fuck out of there. But we got one of the ranged attackers down. And every ranged attacker that we get down is a big get. Okay. This thing is regenerating, but I don't think it has that much HP, so it's possible that we'll be able to do enough damage to keep it from getting all the way up to full again. I don't think it's terribly likely. Okay, we got one of the witch doctors down. Oh man. I didn't have eyes on the witch doctor boss, and I'm pretty sure it was actually attacking there. We only have a few left. But we've done very little damage to the leech.
No match for me.
And the other boss is regenerating. We need to get out. This is a bad idea. I got myself too low. I let myself get too low. If Sortira goes down, I risk literally just dying, so this is not a good place to be right now. Oh shit. Okay, we're fine for now. Okay. Okay, this doesn't regen, but it's at pretty much full HP. We need to pull out. Okay. What we basically are looking for now is for me to have enough HP left to survive the leech. Long enough to get a kill. And we're probably going to be getting that kill on this witch doctor, which has basically... Oh, god damn it, that's the wrong target. Okay.
But a scratch.
Okay, that one's toast. So, we only have one target that is still a threat to us while we're kiting, and one target that's a threat to us while we are, like, locked in. And that target is far away from us right now, which is suboptimal. We burned through a decent bit of HP there, but it's just going to regen it back, unfortunately. Can I just fight you? No shot. We can't just... Oh god. Okay, we need to pull out. I don't like it. I don't like it. The vibes are off. Okay. Luckily we don't have any damage on Sortira right now. So, this thing's at half life. We've taken quite a few pot shots at it, so its HP regen is actually much lower now. And that's good for us. We might be able to whittle it down over the course of a couple of... Are you gonna come to me? Yes, you are. Okay. Can I get you to stay right where you are? No, I cannot. Can I get you to stay right where you are now? No. Can I get you to stay right where you are now? No. You're so fucking low. Okay. I missed! That's dead. Okay. So, I just need to get the fuck away from the leech. Which we've done 1,000 times. And once we've gotten some distance on the leech this time, I think we should be golden. Basically, the only thing that we need to do here is get you to either one of these side positions, which I guess it's easiest to get you in a side position, right? No? Apparently not. Can you, like, approach me? Maybe? Please? Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay, I'm not dealing enough DPS to warrant staying in while it's that... while my characters have been leached down that much. So, unfortunately, we need to pull out, get a little bit of healing going. Then I'm going to try to lure it up here. Please. I think that, yes, okay. Whew. Mission successful. Level 8 complete. And we can leave the arena. We actually shouldn't have left the arena this way. We should have teleported out. We should have teleported out, actually, but that's okay. We're now eligible for 87 on some of these people. But mission successful. We managed to do it. That is an ancient Minotaur herdsman's axe of protection. And of the Phoenix also is the original value. So fire might be the only viable target for that legendary now. Because you can get of the Phoenix as an affix. I don't know how valuable that is, though. Overall, I don't know if that's going to be that valuable. Alright. So, what do we want to do now? We could try doing the next set. Though I feel like the next set is going to be unrealistic to be able to finish. considering how hard we found that set. I think I kind of want to just start attempts on the thing, honestly. Do we want to just equip a dramatically superior spear now that we have the ability to equip it? Maybe that's a thing we should do. Just, you know, maybe. Maybe that's a thing we should do. So, we have... Oracle orbs. I do think we're going to want a ring. To be the thing we're going with here. What is the... Where's our... Legendary. So this is something we can improve. We have one of these Ascension Emeralds. We only have the one. I don't know if this is going to meaningfully impact the effects on this. Wait, increasing the tier on this increases the required level. Interesting. I did not know that. So this is going to be a very high required level once we have it maxed out. So we're going to actually be pumping the shit out of the required level. That's good to know. Okay, we are heading to Murmur Woods again. We have invisibility in play. So the goal here is to basically get into the back corner that we got into the last time successfully and fight our way from that back corner to where we need to be. I'm actually going to town portal through Alvar because I just realized we can. So let's TP to Alvar. From Alvar, I think we need to walk to Murmur Woods because I don't think Murmur Woods has a thing. I don't think there's a stable in Murmur Woods, so I think we do have to walk there. We don't have Fly, but we can pick up Fly, I believe. Is this a place that we can pick up Fly? I don't actually know. Maybe we don't. We're going to see if we can get Fly here. If we can, great. If not, that's fine also.
The store is closed.
Never mind. It's the third time of day. I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to walk to Murmur Woods. We already have the amount of food that we're supposed to have for this. And we're basically... we're basically just going to need to make this happen. So, we're going to do a couple of saves here. So we're saving under test, we're saving under danger, and we're saving under pre-druid. Because this is a very, very difficult setup. I forgot to cast Invis. That's fine. So reloading test, because that'll make it so it's on the right thing when we do that. We can cast Invis, save the game again, pop in here, and our goal is to head to the west, which is this direction, and get far enough away before we become visible
I don't know.
that we can get into this room. And this room is actually viable. We're going to do something crazy right now, which is we're saving this under danger right here. We're in the yellow. We have, it costs 10 to do it. This is a viable setup, I think. So we're gonna try to burn through the boulders. Question mark? That might not be as viable as I think. We're not doing that much damage.
I don't know.
What level are you? You're level 99. Oh my god. Okay. Insane. Alright. I am actually going to move to here instead.
Help me.
So can we fight here? Not like this. Okay. I'm gonna try to burn through the Dark Dwarf grunts. Okay, that one's toast. These aren't hitting for a crazy amount of damage, but I don't know that it matters that much. We can't burn through the boulders right now because we are going to have to deal with these crushers coming in.
What is it?
So,
What is it?
these crushers
What?
make it so that I don't know how viable that is. I'm gonna check. I'm just so weak right now. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. So aggroing that is a problem. I don't know how long I have, but we're gonna basically just try to get to one of these alcoves. And there's no shot this works, right? No. Okay, so getting into one of those chest cubbies I don't think is gonna help me. So I think we have confirmation on that. It's just gonna be a matter of managing to figure out a strategy. I think the issue is that I just don't have the healing throughput to survive. The insanity effect is crippling my mana regen. I don't have vampiric weapons on most of my characters. You have vampiric built in. You have crappy vampiric built in. You have nothing. You have nothing. So, like, I could, as an example, do this to give me. Oh wait, this doesn't have spirit. Spirit is my primary.
That hurt.
So, fighting these boulders here isn't going to get the job done, I don't think. If I could get this Dark Dwarf here, I'm going to try a little. I'm going to try to kind of like mix it up a bit. We're going to try to stand here. The hope here is that we don't use a bunch of resources at the start. The issue is that because when you aggro like anything in this place, you aggro the entire place. We're going to have these chargers from the very beginning approaching us while we're there. And what we need is a spot where that doesn't happen. It's a swamper boulder. Okay, this is the place that has the thing at the ends. This is definitely not going to do the job for us. It's also nice if I can get a place where... Okay, this actually might be feasible. This is single...
That wasn't so bad.
Okay, let's try. So if we get to there, we might be able to make that room work for us. If we get there without dropping invis along the way. We wasted some time there. I think we can get there more efficiently and not drop invis. So we'll basically have the one berserker to deal with, and then whatever is currently within range, which looks like, unfortunately, it's like a lot. There's a lot in range right now. It's not just the one that's behind us here. It's also some other ones that are going to start coming at me. So... the issue is that you just can't get... none of these outlets are long enough for me. This is the wrong direction. None of these outlets are long enough except for this one, I don't think. Like, this is the only one where I can get to a position where
Help me.
I can realistically fight
That wasn't so bad.
without aggroing everything. But even then, I feel like I'm kind of aggroing everything. Did somebody just shoot me from all the way here? Because that was an AoE. There's no AoEers in this pack, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
So, if I was gonna change things up here, we have... oh, we don't have shield. So we don't have our buffs set up appropriately for this necessarily.
I don't know.
And unfortunately that means that I think I'm just going to reload back to here. But we have kind of an idea of what we're probably going to try to do. We have kind of an idea of what we're probably going to try. This sounds very promising, I'm sure. Okay, so that is Bless casts. Did we have something else cast? We did. We had Body Resistance. Body Resistance gives us Might. Oh, recasting buffs doesn't break invis? I'm gonna load Danger back up. We're gonna swap our buffs around. We need to cast Shield. Do we have Earth Resistance? We do. We have Fire Resistance active. That's super important. Okay.
I can't identify that.
Ooh. Have to hold back to be able to fight from here. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they have vision on me right here. Maybe not. I don't think the Charger has vision on me. Charger's down. There is another Charger here. I think? Yes. So, but we can only sometimes hit it, unfortunately. Where's the thing that I'm hitting? Oh, it's not consistently standing here. Okay. So... that kind of worked, except for the fact that these were not quite blocked off, but this corner is actually interesting for me. If I can clear out the melees fast enough,
Got it.
I can potentially burn down whichever ones we're actually hitting there. Because I don't think all of them are hitting me. I think that only some of them can hit me from there. So, but yeah, I think if I can get this rock formation dealt with,
I don't know.
I actually think that that's going to work. All right, let's load this back up to test, so that we can just have everything set up. Let's do whatever inventory management we're going to need to do. We can't equip this yet, but we'll be able to eventually. Let's take a look at our gear. I need to take a look at what stuff I have on that is just kind of like fully wasteful. It's 11:47. The fact that we have that corner, I think that we're gonna make this work. We now have an option for how to get through this. It's just going to be a matter of figuring out how to optimize it. So, what do I want to do with regards to my rings and shit? Let's see. Earth. We have all this resistance gear that is fully doesn't matter now, pretty much. We need to have one piece of Earth resist on every character, and that I think is the only thing that we need in terms of resist gear right now. It's like this has 15 speed and nothing else, because we have 14 Earth resist here already. So let's find out what my strongest Earth resistance items are. This is 20%. Fire 21 there. We'll fire on something else that makes it so that that's completely redundant. You have you have 17% here. God, I have so many random resists that are just useless now. I have so much resist here. Let's see here. This is still valuable. We have Earth on you. Do you even have an Earth resistance item? You do, right? You have Earth Resist on your belt, and it's a pretty good one. No, wait, you have Earth Resistance on your thing, so you don't get value out of this. What is your 14% here? Is that the highest that you have? I think it is. Okay, so we need to re-itemize all of our resists. And we have this is gonna be a pain to re-itemize. So resistance here. We do have quite a lot of stuff that's plus to resists. We have personality built into this, but we can't do anything with that because we still don't have any of those pieces that we need. Do we want to actually just do a Gigasort? We might need to do a Gigasort here to get all of our rings in the same location. I think that might be what we end up doing. Because I need to reconsider my entire itemization strategy now with some very finicky shenanigans in mind. Like, you have 10 Earth resistance there, but you have 14 on this cloak. So one of the things that I need to do is identify like what are my highest earth resistance items and put them
There's
all
no room.
on.
I can't fit anymore.
Okay, we didn't drop anything. That's a good sign. Okay, we don't need most of this much. We have a bunch of belts here. And we're gonna need to start selling, I think. Okay, unfortunately, we have a bunch of rings here. Not all of the rings are here. Okay, that's fine. I think what we're gonna do right now is at 7 p.m. Never mind. I'm not gonna transition the time forward just for that. So, in terms of weapons and stuff like that, I don't think we have to worry about re-itemizing for those. We do have death and eradication immunity on that. This says water resist. 22 to all resistances. Earth resist, fire resist. Neither of those are in high enough values to be relevant. Fire. Okay, I don't think anything in this inventory is relevant to our current needs. We need to find a good dagger. We're probably going to end up just needing to make one, honestly. Okay, Summon the Wisp, Cure Paralysis. Air 23, that's pretty solid. Okay, this is 21% earth resistance. We're creating a inventory 5 just for what I think might be my highest earth values. My guess is that we're not going to have any rings that have relevant resistances at all. I just don't. I don't think they're going to be relevant because they have lower overall values. That is a lot of HP. I'm not going. It's a hat. It's not like anybody needs that. Let's see here. Mind 15% air isn't terrible. 15% earth is not bad. So we do have a ring. It has fairly decent stats on it. 8% is not going to be relevant. Okay. Okay, we have Earth 26%.
There's no
It was a-
room. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, so we have 2 leather users. You have 29% on the staff, so I don't need to worry about it because I'm not going to take this off. This is the highest DPS one that I have. So Commoditon's set. You don't need to get an earth resistance leather, which is unfortunate because we have several pieces of leather with good earth resist. Okay, your highest piece of earth resist is going to be what item? 21% on the belt is probably it. You have 13% here, you have 10% here. Okay, what is my ring? This ring is 15%. You have... Do not have a single earth resistance item at all. You have 15% on a dagger, you have 20% on this dagger. Okay, so you are in okay shape for earth resistance. Nothing that I'm having this back burner I don't think is going to do much for you. This is 21%, it would be a slight improvement, but not for one, I think. Do you have any earth resistance items? You have 14% on that ring. I'm going to go ahead and just give you this ring that gives you 15.4% because I can't give you the gauntlets. I have better gauntlets on you already. So you, 10.9. Nothing. 14.4. So, who do I want to give this to? Regenerates spell points and hit points. I'm actually going to give this to Ulrin, because Ulrin tends to go down, and I think that it makes sense to just give this to you. So, that will give us a little bit more durability to earth damage. We do not have shield active. Unfortunately, there isn't really a ton in our inventory that we can do a lot with to improve our thinger situation. So we're going to remove protection from magic. We're going to replace it with bless. We're going to replace it. What is the... There's a pedestal over here, right? What's this pedestal? I'm going to go check. I think that's... Is that heroism or something? I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't matter. Let's see here. It might matter, actually. It does matter, because if we have a heroism pedestal, that's just more mana to play with, and having a little bit of extra mana might make or break our introduction. So yes, we're going to go over here, we're going to go grab the pedestal. There's an immolation pedestal, but I don't think we need to tag it. It's also, I think the immolation pedestal doesn't work, so I think it was still giving us the error. We've already looted these, right? This isn't something I should think we can do. Yeah, let's remix some of this. Okay. So this is a heroism pedestal. So we now have 27% available. This is heroism not active, but we do have the spell. So, you have 36% available to spend. I think you must have been maintaining heroism, right? Yeah. Okay, so Fate is active. Protection from magic is not currently active. Stone Skin is active. You know what isn't? Shield. Shield is not active. We don't need fire resistance necessarily. We have haste. We could cast immolation. Like, we could do a hard cast immolation, which might be fun. Are we interested in having a ranger actually invest into fire? So that... What just happened? Oh, well, we crashed the game. I don't know what buttons I pressed, but we seem to have caused a slight user interface issue here. We technically haven't crashed the game, but I can't actually... Oh, look at that! Okay, have we crashed the game now? No! We still haven't crashed the game. What the fuck is happening? This is wild. Bug report. I pressed a sequence of buttons that triggered the game to go into an insane state where I can't interact with the UI. Oh, hey, it changed. The visuals changed. Oh. I can't click on anything. My hotkeys don't work, but A and S do? Wild stuff. Escape doesn't work. Does Alt F4 work? Sure does. Okay. Well, that was truly wild. I'm probably going to need to clip that, honestly, in order to be able to make a file bug report on that. God damn it. Now I have to walk all the way back there to grab heroism again. Life is sad. Okay. I'm going to go re-grab heroism. This time we are going to uncast it manually because I don't know what caused that. And I don't think it was the overriding of that buff. I think that that's unlikely, but... but it's possible that was related. Okay. I think what probably happened is that the UI was trying to simultaneously bring up the rest screen and the inventory screen for a character, and it broke the UI. That would be my guess, because I don't know what sequence of buttons I hit. Like, I don't know what I hit, but that makes the most sense to me. Alright, I don't know why I saved under danger. I should be saving under test here. Alright, so we now have 36%. We don't really need this. This gives, what, int? I don't need it. Not really. We're gonna get this. Then what else do we need to do? You preferably need... Oh, we have skill points we can invest. We have skill points to invest. I'm not sure how I want to invest them right now. We'll see how things go as I do things. Water is luck. We have it active. We have stone skin. We have this. We have heroism. It just doesn't show up here. Right. We have 33%. I honestly don't know that we have any more buffs that we need to cast right now. I think we might be set for all of our necessary buffs. So I think we're going to make maybe like a couple more attempts here. Yeah, I'm going to make like a couple more quick attempts, and I might actually end things a little bit early today because I actually have a bunch of stuff that I need to get. I let things fall apart so badly over the weekend. So I might end things early because it depends on how effectively I feel like I'm making progress here. If I feel like I'm making good progress, I might want to keep going. The issue is that I don't think I'm going to finish it, and I do need to go AFK for at least a few minutes in the immediate future. Let's see. Is this the corner? Let's see what happens with more of these enemies here. I'm curious what will happen. So this time, this Dark Dwarf Berserker has gotten directly up in my face. This corner is not necessarily going to be able to lock everything in. So that's good to know. If the enemies are in a weird position, or they are in a normal position, for that matter, who the hell knows. If the enemies are in certain positions, that's going to be a problem. So, unfortunately, I did just knock somebody unconscious before we start the fight, but that's fine. We're going to take a look here. There is a boss, and he's... I don't think we're beating these right now. But yeah, do I go AFK? I just quit out of the game. Do I go AFK for 10 minutes and then come back and do... I think I'm actually going to end early today. Like, actually, I think that might be the best way to handle this. Because I have a lot of stuff that I need to get done today, and I'd like to get it done, and I do need to get up and leave, like, now. So I need to get one quick thing done, and then I have a bunch of other stuff to do later. So I think we are going to end things here, and tomorrow we're going to start... We have nothing else to do. It is just this dungeon. We have invisibility. We're in the position that we need to be in to have a shot. We have found a corner that will be useful at some point. We're going to make usage of that corner. It's going to be useful. Trust me. And so we're going to have to basically either get a good load in on that zone where we get like a good setup there, or we might end up doing a different strategy entirely. But I think that that's going to be the strat. We just need to get some good RNG and learn the intricacies of how we're going to make it work. And I think that we can get it to work. If we get a setup like we got the last time we played, I think we'll be golden. So I think that we'll be able to do that. I do apologize for ending early, especially like on Monday right after a thing. But I feel like we're probably not going to be... We're not going to be finishing this now. And I don't want to get myself into a position where it's like, okay, well, I'm going AFK for 10 minutes and then I'm coming back and then I'm doing a little bit and then we're dicking around for a while and then I'm ending. I think that that's kind of I think this is a more appropriate place to end stream than to do it in the middle there. So that is going to be it for today. And next time, I think we've got this. We just need time and we don't have it today. So tomorrow we're going to start making attempts. I anticipate that this dungeon is going to take an hour to 2 hours to clear. It might take the entire stream tomorrow, but I don't think so. I think that with our current setup, we can do this. I believe in it. I believe we have so much food. We have the ability to save 3 times in the yellow. And then once we've saved 3 times in the yellow, we can save 2 more times in the green. We have a ton of saves. I think this is going to work. I think it's going to be great. I was worried at the beginning of this stream that we would not be able to clear the dungeon, and I was right in that I abandoned it. I might have been able to do it if I had kept beating my head against the wall for another 10 hours, but who knows. But now I don't have any concerns about that. I think that we're in a position where we can handle this. So thank you for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure. And I hope to see you again tomorrow when we will definitely be finishing this dungeon and moving on with the rest of the game. Later, folks.